We are from the same family as Mangal Pandey.
Really? Say swear.
Yeah, swear. Prince Charles had come for Muhurat shot. Did you guys remember this? Anyone?
What?
Yeah, the Muhurat shot for the Rising was done by Prince Charles. But there are some good quizzers in our parliament.
Really?
Genuinely. Like,
But they don't answer questions, no?
in their college days, like Shashi Tharoor and
मेरा joke है
Janam.
इसमें. Sir सुनते हैं नहीं.
Sorry. I was trying to say good things about our
I
politics.
know, but now it's gone. The moment's gone. I can't kitch out the moment back. How do you spell it?
A t-shirt brand actually.
T-shirt.
They used to make t-shirts for Liverpool back in the day.
Kal, aaj or kal like that? Or how do you spell
It's like Kal.
So Bengali for kal.
Yeah.
Just take your time over the word. Lots of time in Bengal.
Kal. Everyone knew that there are these two guys who've come from Mumbai. We have to do something special for them. So after the match, they said there might be a chance that you will meet him.
Liverpudlian. I didn't want to
Scouser.
say that we were greater than Jesus.
Yeah.
Very controversial line by John Lennon. Yeah. You need all this. You need compassion, sensitivity, intelligence, empathy. You need all these things to come together. Honor, some sense of honor. And you have all that. The only thing is you're very short.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you can't put a patla for, the padyatras and all, आ गया मंत्री आ गया कहाँ है patla लाओ बेंचो patla खड़े हो जा अब बात कर My old chum, not old, he's a young guy, I'm the old guy, but after a long time I get to meet KV, the real KV, not that stupid Vijaykar's bit. You also spat.
Just
तो कैसे करते हैं यार? You should tell me.
I'm such a big fan of Kunal. So
Exactly, and then you spat.
I love.
No, मारा Vijayकर की image पे. I can't believe this, yaar.
I was trying to be friends.
2 minutes silence. Asha, you're doing what is called the Ranveer Alabadia moment, where to fit in, you have to do whatever you have to do. कभी-कभी होता है लाइफ में यार. You're in a police station, you do what the police tell you. You're in a comedy show, you try to be a comedian. If it's a little pornographic, so what? Yeah, it is what it is. Don't worry.
I just saw him on Piers Morgan today morning. So
Who was on Piers Morgan?
Ranveer Alabadia.
What are you saying?
Yes. Good morning. Good
Wow.
morning, everyone. Good morning.
That he's really made it, Baba.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
Bloody hell, I'm not even on that fucking NDTV, whatever that anchor's name is. They don't even call us.
No.
Or no one hasn't called us in years.
Yeah. Piers
So what did
Morgan
Piers ask him?
India-Pakistan issues. They had
asked him?
Hina Rabbani Khar, who was the
He asked
ex-foreign
Ranveer
minister.
about India-Pakistan issues?
Yeah, ex-foreign minister
Like
of
he's the
Pakistan.
foreign minister of India? What?
Yeah.
Defense
We
minister?
had Barkha Dutt, veteran journalist, and we had Beerbiceps.
When you say we had means what?
We as in the
You-
viewers.
you
of
produced
the,
it.
The viewers of Piers Morgan who have been watching Kanye
No,
West.
I'm not understanding this whole thing. So you're saying Ranveer was there as spokesperson for India about the war?
It was a panel of 4. One from Pakistan, one Barkha Dutt was sort of from India, and then
How can you say that?
guys, we should reboot.
Sort of
दिमाग में
from
बहुत
India.
सारे thoughts आ रहे.
But the
Sorry.
left will never talk to you again.
No,
right
no,
now.
yeah.
Now let's get back to the right.
Yeah,
Ranveer.
okay. Yes.
So what was he doing? I don't understand.
So he
As a journalist.
they had an influencer from both Pakistan
We've
and
reached
India.
that when you have a war going on,
Yeah.
an actual yudh.
Yeah.
You are talking to influencers about it. We've reached that.
Yeah.
I want to end my life right
So
now.
they have a
Do you have
podcast
anything?
called Pakistan Experience,
Huh.
hosted by Shehbaz, I think.
Huh.
So Shehbaz was from Pakistan.
Influencer.
And
Apna side say Ranveer.
and Ranveer Alabadia
Okay.
from.
Wow. Did he speak well?
I don't know. I saw
Did he talk
some
about
clips.
family sex and all that shit? No, that was another shit.
Old chum, yeah. Cyrus and I, we did this during Zoom.
We did
actually
Zoom
on
or audio?
Cyrus says.
I was trying to see.
Audio, I think.
It was
Audio, Zoom, something.
And
Then
considering
of
we're both
course-
so good looking, why the hell do you waste unnecessary? This was many years back.
Lockdown, I think.
In that
2021,
2020
yeah.
area.
Then we did a
but
bunch of shoots together.
we've done some ads
Yeah,
together and
we've
all.
done some ads.
And also you've come on Silvery Show and
Yeah,
I've seen you in the office a couple of
Yeah,
times
lots
also.
of, like, I have a
I
very
thought
nice equation with IM.
Yeah, I thought he
IBM
was head of
podcast.
marketing.
Yeah.
And Amit, who's our Silla proprietor, if you want to call him that, he came to say hi to you. But
Thanks, Amit.
But I thought it would be a little bit more. You gave him a nice hug and all that, but that's it.
Yeah,
It was like
because
it was like Ranveer Barkha. It was like there was something, but
What
not enough.
Ranveer, that Piers Morgan thing. That
How
is
the Piers
from-
Morgan,
yeah.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
that
for some
I've
reason
seen.
caught in imagination.
Yeah.
I'm just upset that they chose
Yeah.
him as the influencer and not you. What the
No,
hell?
but he might have more insight on the Indo-Pakistan.
I'm sure he's
definitely way more popular.
I'm sure he has a drone of his own.
Yeah.
After what's going on, he has to worry about people chasing him and all this. So, एक है building के ऊपर,
Yeah.
runway, checking what's going on. Okay, let's
Yeah,
talk
but
about
I'd seen parts of that podcast. Very interesting it was. Yeah.
which one are we talking about now?
The Piers Morgan one.
Piers
Yes.
Morgan. Who was your favorite?
All 4 of them were fantastic actually.
Who's the fourth? Piers.
Piers 5. So Hina Rabbani Khar was there.
Delhi log.
There was Hina Rabbani Khar. There was Barkha Dutt.
Okay.
There was
But she's a politician.
who? Hina Rabbani
Yeah.
Khar. Yeah.
So where's the influencer? Of course, they are the ultimate influencers, politicians.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So Hina Ramani Khar, Barkha Dutt, Beerbiceps.
So journalists versus a politician sort of thing.
Yeah.
Beerbiceps.
Yes.
To discuss war, and the last one,
and a Pakistani
guy,
podcast. Yeah.
who's also influencer.
Who is podcaster, comedian, yeah.
And how do you
influencer.
describe Ranveer?
Podcaster, influencer,
And historian, spiritualist,
fitness
freak.
Yeah.
Kama Sutra expert.
Maybe, yeah.
Edition
he's
not
expert.
published yet because we are not ready for it.
Maybe, yeah.
There's a hidden Kama Sutra. Bada Kama, less Sutra. 1 second, why is he? What is he saying? Our cameraman who's 90 years old.
Yeah.
I think he's just taken a shot of Viagra by mistake.
maybe.
He's going berserk. Bro, would you like to say something? We'll tell everyone. Okay. I'm sorry the show is very informal like this. People just... we have a new producer standing behind who's on the phone. After 5 minutes, he's had enough. He's checking out Piers Morgan. Rightly so.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about you, sir. We are here for you.
Okay.
Lots of things have happened since I met you. The coughing will continue. There's no respect for us.
Yes.
It's a bit like comedy shows in the night at Habitat.
Yeah.
You know, where the people come in with things. Have you done any shows after that infamous incident?
I was supposed to shoot something there, but...
No, 1 second. Be clear. Shoot as in... Oh, actually, okay.
With this
Yeah.
camera and all.
Yeah,
But we couldn't do it because the venue got closed. So I had to do it
Why
somewhere.
was it closed, but?
There was some
Monsoon.
there was some issues there. I really don't read the news, Cyrus, as you know.
Piers Morgan, yeah. Y'all want to find out what happened in Habitat, go to Piers Morgan. That guy, he's an investigative journalist. I love that guy.
What a legend.
Great. Barkha will be theek hai.
Barkha, legend again.
Yeah. The last guy you mentioned...
Shahbaz experience.
नहीं, एक और था.
Beerbiceps.
Beerbiceps. That's fantastic.
Fantastic guy.
It's almost like he's here now.
Love
He's
him.
dominated the conversation.
Yeah. He's cute, he's nice.
Tasveer
Good
lana,
person.
we'll keep it here.
Very sincere person.
If we put a haar, it won't look good.
Haar and all.
Yeah, because then it'll sound like...
Yeah.
I don't think that's overdone here, as far as I'm concerned.
और इस जंग में किसकी हार किसकी जीत क्या पता.
Wow. India, Hindustan, Hamara. Sir, let's talk about your life, yeah.
My life.
You've become a big star. You've got this show on Amazon, is it?
Which one?
You did some
bunch of things I do.
Don't show off so much, यार.
No,
Time
no,
नहीं है.
not
एक show
in a
के बारे में
show.
बात हो सकती है इसमें, ज़्यादा नहीं.
No. Not like.
You also got married.
I got married.
And very famous actress.
Very famous actor.
So can we talk about love life first then?
Oh,
Then
sure.
Ease you into professional life.
I don't. Yeah.
Which
sure.
one you want to talk about more?
Anything, Cyrus.
Huh?
It's Cyrus says.
And in between, we go back to Ranveer. So we have a segue. So tell us, you've done a lot of work all over the place, yeah? You're doing lots of shows. We'll come to the stand-up and all later. Tell me about these shows that you're doing.
I'm doing bunch of things as always. So not showing
There's
off.
a quiz which is very famous.
Yes. So I...
very big. Check out his quiz. What's it called?
Just quizzing.
ये कैसा आदमी है?
Just...
I'm building up the show. Yes.
Okay. On YouTube, just say quizzing with the comedian.
Quizzing with comedians.
Yeah.
Quizzing with the comedians.
I said only quiz because now we have quizzing with the members, the quiz show, bunch of things.
Quizzing with the members?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So basically our channel has a...
Oh, your channel ka
yeah,
members.
Channel
I was thinking Lok Sabha. I was thinking, why would you go there?
No. I'm
Members
not
of Parliament
going
now.
there yet.
Sir, we are in the middle of very serious situation, but we'll do one quiz.
But there are some good quizzers in our parliament,
Really?
genuinely. Like
But they don't answer questions, no?
in their college days, like Shashi Tharoor and
मेरा joke है इसमें.
Ramesh and all
Sir सुनते हैं ना.
Sorry. I was trying to say good things about our politics.
I know, but now it's gone. The moment's gone. I can't खिंचाओ the moment back.
No,
Timing
we
with-
can.
बड़ी चीज़ है life में.
Yeah. Sorry,
In
hard
Parliament, there were lots of.
In parliament, we actually have some MPs who used to quiz in their college days and all, like Shashi Tharoor and Jairam Ramesh. and
Shashi
all
Tharoor must have been like a beast in college, no?
I'm sure.
But the people must be scared of him.
Yeah.
But the moment he starts, you know what he's saying. The smallest word would be like Hamber Timber Colliers or something.
You need Shashi Tharoor in these panels representing India, I think.
I wanted Shashi to just come here and talk to us. That'll be like a quiz, the whole thing, you know.
Please call me in that.
Will you?
Just to observe also, I'm okay.
Yeah, Shashi, if anyone knows Shashi Tharoor well enough, of course, he's very nice to me whenever I meet him, I must say. He always says, "Ek cup chai lana" and all that. You know, he's always got that
Nice
ability
that way,
to,
yeah.
with an English accent.
Green tea and
Ek
all
cup chai. Green tea,
No.
You have to be a sophisticated waiter for someone to give you green tea. They look at me, it's like Ramo chai. Nothing more than that.
Darjeeling. No?
Darjeeling?
Yeah.
Oh, you're giving me too much respect. In the background, DOP is walking around like a puppy searching for his dog.
Shashi Tharoor was my client also at work actually at some point. Shashi Tharoor.
Your
if
client?
you want to talk about interesting things.
What a show off. Please tell us.
Because I used to work in for Passport Seva project in TCS. And
You worked in Passport Seva project? You're a member of the administration.
No, he was. We were just IT people, but our client was Shashi Tharoor because he was the state minister.
This is pre-2014, I'm presuming.
Yeah. This 20...
Back in the days of
2010-11.
Other parties. Huh?
Yeah. 2010.
So you interacted with him?
Once. But I don't think he remembers me. A bunch of people. I was just one of those.
I'm sure he has his Insta photo with you, which is preserved till now.
Yeah, so a bunch of things I'm doing. Quizzing and all
wait, forget the quizzing. Tell us about the Passport Seva. That's so much fun.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
I was in TCS. TCS is one of world's largest software organizations.
People,
okay.
Everybody knows TCS.
Everybody knows
Tata
TCS.
company.
Tata company. So Tata company did Passport Seva project, which is basically restructuring our whole passport process. So back in 2008 to 11, 12. And now the Passport Seva Kendras that you see all over the country.
You guys set it up.
We were the team that worked
So
on
the
that.
Congress government set it up, and the present government is the government who's enjoying the fruits of that labor. Is that your point? As a member of the opposition?
What
I'll stand
happened
for
to
the
this
center.
podcast?
I will protect the center. I'm standing for the center. I mean, I'm sitting, but I'm standing in a way.
That's the cycle of government. No? One government does something. Whenever it happens, the government that's in power takes credit to it. So
Like the Biden government said they weren't interested in the pullout. It was already set up by the Trump government. Then he got the government. And so he had to continue with the work. So it's a great bahana to blame the other government or take credit from the other government.
That's how politics.
Yeah, but we never know the truth.
We
should not. Otherwise, we'll start making judgment. We don't want judgment. So Passport Seva, were you personally involved in creating the software or whatever?
I was in a team that was doing the planning thing. So I was the guy who on Excel sheet would put like Malad, Andheri, things like that. I had never been to Bombay.
It's a very upmarket show here. Don't say Malad Andheri.
Worli also.
Racecourse Road.
Racecourse Road doesn't have a pass. But yeah.
What? This is the first passport. The first bloody passport in India has to come from there.
Fair. But
travel both
I was working on the maps and all कि अगर Bombay में कहाँ रखना चाहिए. So you know, it's logistically one.
So just for people to know who don't know, I know your fans follow everything, but you were very much the geek, the nerd, the overachiever in academics, a person with a very good job in corporate, in the IT sector in a sense where the future, at least at that point, the future looked like very bright. So just, I know we asked you this the last time, but why the hell did you not stay with that? I mean, you're doing well.
Yeah.
No, honestly, sometimes I can't understand. If it was my son, I was just thinking, TCS, good job, rising star, doing well, and all your life prepared for that.
Yeah.
And then you turn for comedy, which is always a lottery, whether you like it or not.
I was genuinely like, a lot of people who quit corporate life are like, corporate life mein maza nahi aa raha tha, all of that. I had a very good corporate life. Like I got promotion every year of my corporate life after MBA, Bank, Mahindra Group, Development Bank of Singapore,
Look at the brands.
all of that.
And now IVM.
Now IVM. How can you say ki life achha? It's so good.
I feel 2 minutes silence immediately. It's like a death here. Really scary, huh?
So then, but I still quit because again, I met Rahul Subramanian in Mahindra. And
right, you told us that
story. I told you that story.
But that still doesn't, I mean, where is the courage to actually quit? Because you've got all this lined up. You can do this as a hobby, no? It's anyway after hours, mostly your stand-up is 7, 8, 9, 10 in the night.
Correct. But the joy of this life, Cyrus, is just too much.
Now you've achieved a lot of success and you're making money and also a different thing. I'm just thinking, if I was your dad, I'd have kicked you in the face, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Also because of your height.
Yeah.
I would have aimed for lower, but you're not a tall guy. By mistake, galti se upar gaya. Sorry, dad. Beta, sorry.
I didn't tell them also. I didn't tell them that.
You didn't tell them?
Yeah.
So you thought you still kept the job?
For a long time. I told them after quitting and like after a year or so.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't tell them. For 1 year they thought, that's so sweet. That's like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You know, what's that George character who pretends to work or something? Just wear your clothes, go down.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of George Costanza.
I love that show.
Oh man, there are moments.
What a character, no?
What a character. Yeah. One of my favorite things is when he says that you just look annoyed to look busy. You know that gag.
Yeah.
And you're like, this guy is busy.
I feel it's the other KV who's exactly that person.
I think so.
In many ways, a complete fraud.
Yeah.
And people think he's, very hardworking and, this guy has got very cerebral and all that. He's not. He's just blank, actually. And he's got that blank expression, but he acts very well like it's work. You're like, You know, when you think, you're thinking. But why do you have to think like you're thinking? Just think, no?
I am petitioning a remake of Seinfeld, actually, where I can play George and Rahul plays Jerry.
Rahul is Jerry. You're giving him the top.
Yeah, why not? Like, yeah.
Give him Kramer.
Great comedian, bad actor. So Rahul can really do Jerry Seinfeld.
Well, you suck, man.
And
Great comedian.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan, no?
Liverpool fan.
Yeah. What a year.
What a year, Cyrus. Congrats
Who
to
would
your
think that
kid.
Arne Slot, I mean, when it started, people were like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
After the great personality that he's stepping into.
Yeah.
How did that happen, yeah?
We went, Rahul and I, we went to Anfield.
You went? Which
I
game?
met Klopp.
You met Klopp?
I met
yeah,
Klopp
last year.
Last year.
Huh.
So when he was leaving.
That's why he quit.
Yeah, that's the exact joke we did with
Rahul
met
told him a
Klopp.
joke? It was like,
Yeah, we did this joke with him. We met him because our feeling as Liverpool fans.
How do you get to meet him? Like,
So it
just
was crazy.
coincident?
Okay,
Huh.
no. So we went there. These two guys have come from India. That was the mahal in Anfield. Okay.
Two brown-skinned guys with knapsacks coming up to meet this poor German fellow. He'll be
So-
like, hey, immigration not my issue.
Yeah.
Huh?
And we hadn't gone to meet him, right? We had gone to watch the match. Now everyone was coming to meet us. So imagine a room of like 50 people, Liverpool fans from all over the world,
Yeah.
but they were like Denmark, Italy,
Yeah.
Whatever, Germany. And then they are seeing two of us and they're like, where are you from? And like, Mumbai. They couldn't believe it. They're like, okay, but you live in the UK. I'm like, no, we've traveled from...
Well, they couldn't believe the work you put in to come all the way from Mumbai.
Yeah, so they couldn't believe it. Like, people started coming and meeting us like, oh, this is our
Oh, you
head.
became football celebrities for your as fans who came there.
Yeah, so they were like, you've come all the way from India to meet, like to watch.
Did they end it with the word chutia?
No.
Well, that's another feel altogether. They came all the way from India. Chutia. That's not it. That's not the
Almost
feel.
that. They would ask us things like, how long is the flight? Or did you have a layover? How many hours?
But a lot
All
of
that.
respect. But you don't know how rich you are. No? It's a lot of respect if you come all the way and
So
fucking
they
9-10
were
hour
like,
flight,
man,
etc.
they've come from
No, one sec,
Mumbai,
it's
they've
Anfield. So after London, 2-3 hours.
After London, yeah.
Yeah.
So then they were like, man, we have to do something special for these two guys. They've come all the way from
Who's it?
India.
Just the fans.
No, the
So word got-
administration of
So
Liverpool.
word got out that there are these.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they recognized you or some people
Not
recognized
really.
you.
No,
Why
no.
did they? How did they? So somebody from Klopp's team said, let's meet.
Not Klopp's team, the Liverpool, like the... So they were doing... So, okay, step back. We had
Step back.
gone from a Carlsberg thing. Like, Carlsberg had sponsored our this
You're
thing.
promoting Carlsberg,
Okay, yes. Carlsberg, if you're watching.
which is a place in Denmark. It's not
Yeah.
even.
Carlsberg, if you're watching, happy to go again. to
the place in Denmark.
the place in Denmark.
Because I will not. The center said we should not promote anything
Yeah.
else.
So there was a brand,
Huh.
soda brand,
Called Carlsberg.
called Carlsberg.
How do you spell it?
A t-shirt brand actually.
T-shirt.
They used to make t-shirts for Liverpool back in the day.
Is
Yeah.
it Kal Aaj or Kal like that? Or how do you spell
It's like Carl.
Carl. So Bengali for Kal.
Yeah.
Just take your time over the
Yeah,
word. Lots
yeah,
of time in Bengal.
Yeah.
Carl.
So yeah, strike पे चला गया.
Just
फिर
take the
वापस
producer. Oh, he's finished.
So that t-shirt brand had taken us there. So in that group, we were the only ones who had come from India. So they were like, yeah,
One sec. So there are many influencers there.
not influencers.
Influencer
I don't know,
lovers,
अलग-अलग
whatever
type.
mix.
Yeah.
There were many. It was like a United Nations
Yeah.
of 20-30 guys like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Of which you, sorry.
हाँ,
Okay then?
तो हमको they were doing stadium tour, all of that एक दिन पहले.
हाँ.
By the time the match actually started, everyone knew that there are these two guys who have come from Mumbai. We have to do something special for them. So after the match, they said there might be a chance that you will meet him like that. And we were like, क्या
We have to play biblical music in the background.
Yeah.
When you said him, the way you said it also and looked
Yeah,
up,
it
I
was
very
like
well-
that.
मैं सोचा कि आ
The
जाएगा
mahal
अभी.
was fully like that,
Yeah,
कि
yeah.
भाई. And then they were like, just hope that Liverpool wins because I don't think he's gonna be in the mood if they lose. And Liverpool won, and they came. It was full secret.
Liverpool versus?
Brighton.
Not the
Brighton.
greatest match, but
Brighton,
what the hell?
decent
Yeah.
team. So they were like, if Liverpool are winning around 87-88 minute pe, just leave your seat and then walk here, meet us here. All of that is happening.
On the field. That means on the dugout area.
He's there. No, they had asked us. We were in the whatever spectator seat. They had asked us to come inside stadium में कहीं पे तो. So we were like, okay, we'll go there. So 87-88, we leave. We are standing there. Then these guys come with us, and we are going through whatever CD से ये वो. We enter a room where there is a press briefing वगैरह जहाँ post match interviews होते. So we were standing there, and they were like, he might meet you guys. So we were like, okay, we are
Sounds a
standing.
little gay, the
Yeah.
presentation right now.
And
might meet you.
He might meet you. So we are just standing. Then McAllister comes, who was the man of the match in that match.
Like
for
passing,
Liverpool.
you mean?
Yeah, no. First, we saw all of these guys go to their changing room. So दूर से हमको दिख रहा है कि oh my god, Van Dijk आ रहा है, oh my god, ये सब हो रहा है.
The walk back you saw, where they would go back into this thing.
Yeah.
So
we
they
saw
passed you in single file, like when they wave to the crowd and all that.
Yeah.
Then?
Then McAllister comes to give his post-match interview.
Okay.
which is happening right, like how far this camera is. So वहाँ पे वो दे रहे हैं और हम देख रहे हैं. And then McAllister comes and says hi to us. And we are like, oh my God, whatever.
No, so McAllister says hi like you're just a fan and he's passing, no? Or he comes to
no,
say hi.
because it was a closed setup. No, it was ऐसे room की तरह. So it wasn't like stadium में. So he has come back, match is over.
But he initiated hi.
No, somebody was... There was a mediator between us. Ki, hey,
that person is very important. You've given him no footage.
Yeah, sorry.
That
I don't
female,
remember
sorry.
her name, but yeah, but she was amazing.
No, she's fantastic.
Yeah,
But I thought McAllister saw brown skinned people for the first time.
No.
Ye kya hai? What is, I mean, not that, but whatever his language is.
Yeah. No. So she was the one who said, ki, hey, these guys are... So basic small talk. So he met us. We took his autograph, all of that. And then Klopp came.
What did you say?
Yeah.
What do you say when you meet a big
we're like, oh, what a match, congrats,
Yeah.
something. He's like, hey, thank you guys. Yeah.
You didn't say, have you heard of our
No,
like
we
Mohan Bagan versus East Bengal?
No, I didn't.
You never seen the Indian match.
वो टेम्पो का मैच देखा क्या कल?
Sargaonkar, is it still there?
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I'm interrupting your lovely thoughts.
No.
So McAllister passes,
Yeah.
you meet him, you have a little, which is damn, you took a little video and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Video, photo.
Yeah.
I have a jersey now with his
Oh,
autograph.
superb.
Yeah.
And then
Klopp comes.
to talk.
No, Klopp comes for his post-match interview. So we are looking at him. He's saying his thoughts.
Again,
on the
he's
match.
just
he's
that-
right here.
yeah, yeah.
Right here is
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp. Right here, and he finishes his interview.
Yeah.
And then again the same lady.
Beautiful lady
she-
whose name you forgot.
Amazing.
How
I
sexist
don't
and
remember her
chauvinist.
name.
The main person. In the words of Arnab. The main person.
Don't remember her name, but you were amazing. If you ever get to watch this.
Yeah.
So
You're
she-
married now, so
Yeah.
you were amazing.
You were
Shit, I'm
amazing.
also married. Go on.
You were amazing. So she then, when the Klopp finished his interview, and she said hi, and then she said these are fans who
from
have come
India.
from India, and then Klopp came. And then Klopp came to us, and we did a little bit of small talk, something. And both Rahul and I were like, we heard that.
Could he pronounce Rahul's surname? What is Subramanian? How you say that? Is it sir or the? And will you tell me, will you guide me on how to say Rahul? He didn't?
No.
He doesn't have that strong an
No.
accent also. He speaks.
He speaks fairly.
Yeah, it's pretty clipped.
Okay, yeah.
But what did he say? Tell us.
So we said.
Did you show him some of your shows or one?
Nothing.
Bro, check out my stand-up. And did you say you're a comedian at least?
I don't. So it was surreal to just be with Klopp, because anyone who is a Liverpool fan who's watching it would understand what Klopp means to all of us. So he was there, and we were like, he
turned the team around from those dark days
From
of
doubters to
16,
believers.
17. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was some small talk, and then Rahul and I said, "Oh, we have come all the way from India because we heard you were leaving, so we came." And then Klopp joked, saying, "Oh, at least." Something like, oh, you wouldn't have come if I was not leaving, or something like, oh, something good happened because I'm leaving. I got to meet you guys. Something like that. And we were like,
1 second. Two of India's finest comics, but with one of the greatest football managers of his time, and he was funnier.
Of course.
Just to be clear.
And he gave us the Klopp hug,
Wow.
both of us. And then we took the jersey and said, can you sign this for us? And he signed our jersey. And we took photos, videos. And then I came back to India and I got the jersey framed. And if you ever come to my house, the moment you enter, you'll see this big jersey.
I think for those like your namesake KV who doesn't have any sense of sports or has no idols in his life or whatever, you won't understand what it means to people like you and me. When I had Viv Richards in the studio, for example, you going to Anfield, seeing your, I can just imagine the goosebumps you went through and all that. Then himself coming there and having a proper exchange with you, etc. What it means to people.
Yeah. And we had gone just to watch the match.
Yeah.
We had not expected this to ever happen.
Yeah.
We thought Klopp, before the match started, we saw Klopp there at near the dugout. We were like, oh my God, हमको Klopp दिख रहा है. That, we were happy with that. A day before, we had gone to the Anfield store and had bought one Klopp ka bobblehead type.
Yeah.
I was happy कि I will take this back to India. कि मैं गया था. I didn't know कि next day उससे मिलेंगे.
Also, the North England accent, the Liverpudlian accent also, because it's very, like they don't say, for just this, they say Klopp.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing sometimes when people are shouting Klopp, are they, and it's actually his name, but it's German. So it's
That
different.
accent is without doubt one of the most difficult accents to
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian.
I didn't want to
Scouser.
say that we were greater than Jesus.
Yeah,
Very
like that.
controversial
Nice,
line by
nice.
John Lennon. Yeah. One of the favorites.
Yeah.
What a story, bro. I'm very impressed.
Yes.
Very, very good. We can't top it. Should end the show. Yeah.
It was definitely better than our previous topics.
Let's have a cough together. No. I totally understand. I'm not going to belittle this moment. I think it's great. It's something that cannot be taken away from you. And as a, from childhood, if you can preserve that sense of being, a fan, that's so fabulous. A lot of people grow up and become CSUT. By the way, is CSU double T or single T? It's the thing I've been
Single T only.
But Hindi mein, it's almost like a double T sound, no?
No, it's the sound only.
It's a short T. Call me by that beautiful word and let me feel it.
It's the sound only.
They say the full word, no?
Like say you say
Hindi
tal.
mein bolo, pura line Hindi mein bolo, फिर will get the right inflection.
Like you say no tal, that
Haan.
yeah.
I'm glad that for you profanity and music are the same thing. Yeah. Go
like
ahead.
for example,
Sir, how long will this take?
Kolkata.
Don't behave like a shoot. Come on.
So
Kolkata.
it's chutia, okay, and it derives from the word chut, which is the
double T in English?
no single T.
You would go single T, but not.
Because if you do double T in Hindi, it becomes
TH.
T.
A T.
It becomes chutia.
How do you say Tata?
Tata is
Who you work
TATA,
for?
because that's an English word. No, so
No, it's
like,
French.
No. Oh, Tata is French.
Trace the descent of that name. It's not a
Really?
typical Parsi name.
Oh.
Came from there.
That's why
Where in
lived
Gujarat you heard
Paris
about Tata?
for long. Correct.
Unless it's the sound of a horn.
Tata, correct.
Some kind of thing.
correct.
Where were we? So,
No,
just
we-
rest this case. So, CHUT. He's a Delhi boy. His
Yeah.
language skill is much better when it comes to abuse.
yes.
The first thing you learn, A for apple, B for ball, C for chutia. First
Correct.
thing you learn.
Correct,
In any
correct,
school.
correct.
Modern school, fancy school, whatever school.
Correct.
Which school were you in?
DAV Noida.
DAV. DAV is a big brand. Big
Yes.
brand.
They are an Anglo-Vedic.
Yeah. And Noida means he's from UP technically.
Yes.
Yeah. But where do your parents stay?
Now though they are in Bangalore because, with my sister.
Oh, okay. The world has changed. So there's no
Yeah.
Delhi. There's no Gurgaon, Noida. There's all gone.
Now
for
my
you.
in-laws are in Delhi, so I still have a family in Delhi.
That's what we have to talk about. I wanted trying to talk about that. We got sidetracked by this Liverpudlian experience,
Klopp
etc.
and
etc.
Scouser and
Yeah.
Indo-Pakistan tensions.
But enjoy it
And
because
some-
already Trent Arnold and etc. said bye. Salah's staying, so that's
Salah
good.
is staying. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the club is bigger than players. Yeah. That's the one thing
Yeah.
about football is the club is bigger than players.
Absolutely.
And I think in cricket we have to learn that also and stop
Absolutely.
going overboard sometimes.
Absolutely.
The country or the club should always be the overriding force. People will come and go.
I agree.
Like
Totally
comedy
agree.
is bigger than say Ranveer.
Yes.
No, not Ranveer, but you and me.
Whoever.
Huh.
Ah.
We come back to your marriage.
Yeah.
Second marriage क्यों हो गया?
Q.
Yeah, कारण क्या है? Why you tried it once? Why you trying it again?
Oh my God.
No, Baba, give us some advice, na. You're just such a young guy, such a not small life, but you've had like in about 10 or 12 years, you've had fabulous jobs. You're a high achiever in terms of like academics and corporate structure, etc. You've done very well, reinventing yourself as a comedian. You've even got to meet your idol. So everything's fallen in place. And you've had 2 marriages. You got a bloody. The life is full. Now, my other KV, what has he done? Karna. Come on. Everybody eats, everybody shits. Oh, this isn't. Come on. So go ahead. Why the second? And be careful, she may watch it or somebody may send her a link.
That's my.
And then the third will be mushkil, na? Uske baad. And if you are going, go for someone in Anfield.
Oh, actually, no.
What? शादी की पहला ना?
A friend of mine is
सोच के
getting
बोलो,
married.
सोच के बोलो.
A very close friend of mine is getting married to a girl from Liverpool.
Wow.
In Liverpool in October.
Rahul?
No, another college friend of mine.
An Indian guy.
Indian guy, yeah.
How, just by coincidence, how was
Yeah.
the Liverpool
So
connection?
he moved to London for work a few years back. Met a girl there. They started dating.
And
got
she's from
serious.
Liverpool?
And she's from Liverpool. She's proper Scouser.
Wow.
Everton fan.
Everton fan. It's okay. 10%.
Yeah.
Now even less, I think, after this run. Yeah.
So they are getting married. Anyway.
Sidetrack. Let's go back
Sidetrack.
quickly. Then we'll take a break. So what? How did you? TVF, no? Where would you meet her?
I met
Your Amazon
Maanvi
show?
through quizzing, actually. That's a beautiful story. Maanvi used to love watching quizzing during lockdown. And then we started
She
talking.
fell in love with you from watching the show.
Maybe, yes. She'll share the story better, but
That could be the part of the quiz, huh?
yeah.
Manvi, did you fall in love with KV
Yeah.
because of the show?
Yes, I think so.
You must have discussed.
I think so, yeah. So she loved the show. She liked me as whatever, the host of the show and whatever as a person. I don't know what she...
Don't be humble, Baba.
Whatever,
this,
man.
This is
something-
IVM. We have to push ourselves. No one notices who we are. We don't have that. What's Piers Brosnan ka chap on our shoulder? Here. Not Piers Brosnan. Piers kya? William. Morris. Morgan! I was so close, guys. This is a quiz question here. Piers का दूसरा नाम क्या है? Uncle, ये आपका 4 options.
Brosnan Bond to wahi hai. So yeah, she Then we started talking.
Hmm.
And she came on the show also as a participant. And we started talking more.
Post the show.
Pre-post. We used to talk quite often. It was also lockdown days, so काफी कुछ. And we are both like people who are awake in the night type like people. So we
Like Watchmen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Late in the night, we'll just keep talking about everything.
But that's a great sign. I'm going back to when I was young. If a girl wants to talk to you in the night, also that's a great sign, because generally, why would a girl be interested in talking to another male at 3 in the morning unless they have a certain, connection and affinity?
Yeah.
I'm not saying love, but at least there's a connection.
Yeah. So 3 in the night, and that is something that still continues. Like abhi bhi, we are very late.
Sleeping next to you.
So but we are up.
You should say, shut up, let me sleep now.
दिन भर अपना काम करते हैं, but 2-3 बजे we are most active. We're sitting and talking about everything in the world.
This guy is going to spoil marriage for everyone. You work hard before. After, you just lie like a dead man till your funeral. Ask him, 3 बार शादी किया ना? 3 times.
Nice. So then we started meeting, and then one thing led to another. Then whatever, we started dating, and then I met Maanvi, and we felt like, yeah, कर सकते हैं.
Anyway, it became a process over a period of time. I'm sure not suddenly you met her and said, let's get married immediately.
Yeah. Of course. We spent enough time with each other, and then we decided कि हाँ ठीक है कर सकते हैं.
So this should be the final one. Okay, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back in a second.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait. Do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
And back on this podcast with KV. It's called KV. His real name is, of course, Kumar. Which I always thought is odd. It's more like a name you take when you become a film star, I thought. Nobody's actually called Kumar.
Yeah, it's very odd. मेरे घर में the name structure has been really it's really odd. Okay, so this is the topic I'm comfortable talking about. My grandfather was called Kailash Pandey.
Oh.
Okay. We are from the same family as Mangal Pandey.
Really? Say swear.
Yeah, swear. That
you can't lie about this. It will stay on YouTube forever. People will come after you if it's not true.
This should stay forever because we grew up with Mangal Pandey's story.
Meerut? That area?
No.
Which is the area?
Eastern UP. Mangal Pandey was from a village called Nagwa in a district.
The way he says it sounds authentic. No, I can't check at this speed.
Yeah,
I can't Google.
You can check.
Keep Googling and checking.
Keep checking. He was from a village called Nagwa in the district of Balia. We grew up with, in our village, in our house, there used to be a photo of Mangal Pandey. And every time we'll go to our village, we'll listen to his stories and how proud we should be.
Correct. Your village is correct.
How proud we should be that we are from Mangal Pandey's family. So it was the biggest thing for all of us.
You embrace British people at Anfield.
Yes.
And hugged a German man to your bosom.
Yes.
And screamed out when your friend married a girl from England. Mangal Pandey ka direct descendant. I cannot stomach this.
So we were all like, बचपन से उनका एक photo था, and that was the biggest thing for us, right?
He was a great revolutionary, and you're a comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, you are a revolutionary, but I'm just thinking the physicality of it.
हमारे परिवार के लिए था कि यार हम क्रांतिकारी, मतलब first क्रांतिकारी.
I know, I mean, it's another level now.
All of that.
What pressure?
I'll tell you.
TCS में क्या करता है? I'm just thinking.
Seriously. So we grew up with this thing, and then I moved to Delhi. Okay. In my school. So I go to Delhi as a schoolboy, and I'm like, man, what a bragging right I have. I'll go tell people I'm from Mangal Pandey family, and they'll be like, oh my God, what the hell? I go to Delhi, and this is like 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, and I tell my classmates कि तुम्हें पता है मंगल पांडे की family से हो, and everybody is like, कौन है मंगल पांडे?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. And I'm like, अरे मंगल पांडे पता है? अरे उनको
ये भी नोएडा?
हाँ, अंग्रेजों ने बोला कि तू ऐसा, all my stories that I've heard as a kid, and they are like, पता नहीं कुछ तो बोल रहा है. All of that.
They didn't know Mangal Pandey was?
Nobody knew Mangal Pandey.
That's
in my school, in my this thing.
That's a bit odd. One thing about Maharashtra, I think all the kids would have known who Mangal Pandey was.
Sorry,
I think look around the room, we're all Mumbai educated. What is wrong with Noida?
Cut to 2004-05 when the movie comes, which is Mangal Pandey, The Rising.
नाम गलत
था. मैं इंजीनियरिंग, हाँ अब मैं इंजीनियरिंग में हूँ, मंगल पांडे मूवी आ गई. उसके बाद से, so this is the impact of pop culture in life, okay? since the movie has come out, उसके बाद से मैं किसी को ही बोलता हूँ ना कि तुझे पता है मंगल पांडे, अबे जा मंगल पांडे की चल साले. I'm like, wow, dude, wow. अरे कैसे कहाँ से क्या, अरे नहीं मंगल पांडे तो he didn't get married, so no, how can you be from his, everybody knows everything now. कि नहीं, but caste wise, no, some people say he was this, you are this, all of that. I'm like, guys, really? Till 2004-5, nobody had any
this
idea.
This Noida is better than Mumbai, because Mumbai would have told you, what? Amir Khan? And then they think you're his descendant, so there'll be, that's the difference. Yeah.
So that's crazy. So we are from...
I can't believe it. This is ridiculous that they didn't know who Mangal Pandey was. I'm thinking, even with basic civics and history lessons, there are one or two names you cannot not know. You may not know details, you may not know much, but it's like Gandhi, you have to know who Gandhi Ji was, or who Mangal Pandey was. There are 4 or 5 names you can't not know. Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh. How can you not? I mean, everybody knows, right?
I don't remember.
Name. You don't know details.
Before the film, I don't remember. Like, I was also a kid. But I don't...
Ranveer Alabadia? Everybody knows. He's the greats. Greats, I say.
Yeah.
Ranveer, come on the show now. He's a sweet... Are you good friends?
Not good friends, but we know each other. Like,
if you meet on the road, you say hi Ranveer, does he say hello back?
I'm sure.
Or does he look at you with those soft eyes?
I'm sure. We worked together, so we...
What? That India's got latent?
No, latent I didn't go.
No?
But
you're not a virgin. You know all these things. मैं तो एक बार शादी किया. And my wife says, what? She doesn't have any memory of our one night together.
Back in AIB, I think Ranveer and I are in one shot together in a demonetization video. That was the time we worked together.
Wow, bro. This
20,
is one side you tell me Mangal Pandey ka direct descendant, and the other side you're in a video and you got the shot. Okay, off Ranveer, fair. Yeah.
So
this is breaking news for us. I had no.
What?
You've never told me about the Mangal Pandey thing.
Yeah,
How
because I feel like now
that?
when I say I feel like bragging and all, but like हम तो बचपन से उनकी तस्वीर देख के बड़े हुए टाइप. Yeah.
You think you would have been like that if we were stuck in a...
I don't know. It's one of those questions that I keep asking myself. With all the things that are happening now, people have to say now, speak truth to power, do this, do that, be this, be that. And I'm the other. I'm so conscious, as you can see. The moment any topic goes here and there, I'm like, nah.
That's because a few comedians have been persecuted in a sense.
Yeah. So
there's a guy whose name doesn't come to mind, Kamra. He went to Pondicherry. You may not know this.
No, I heard. So I constantly ask myself.
You just jumped off. You just looked at your watch and did a segue on your own. कि मैं अभी मंगल पांडे के बारे में बात हुई तो
Mangal Pandey the Rising.
Yeah, safe. Hated that name though.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know what. I know Rising as in the mutiny and all, but just people started making jokes and all. They lost a lot of that name.
The movie was also not really good.
It was the only flop he had in that period. He was going through a great run.
Yeah. And he put too much
was
time
the mustache authentic?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was
because
very
he
much.
put in too much. He grew his hair like organically.
वो सही है ना सब?
All of that.
The look was somewhat correct.
From Lagan, that was many years he spent on the Rising.
Yeah.
Prince Charles had come for Muhurat shot. Did you guys remember this? Anyone?
What?
Yeah, the Muhurat shot for the Rising was done by Prince Charles.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Because of his family, I mean, and then this irony, which is black irony. Bro,
It's crazy. Prince Charles, that is the reparation we sought from the British. Prince Charles came, he did the Muhurat shot. And for Mangal Pandey the Rising.
You think in Noida boys would know who Prince Charles was?
I'm sure they know now. Usko king banna pada to get popular in Noida.
Without a movie, how will they know? You have to have a movie.
Yeah.
There's no Prince Charles ka kuch picture hai? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's not exactly the same thing.
They know Captain Russell because picture hai uska.
Your other friend who keep the ghost is in the room, KV, he's a big royalist. Even though he's not an Angrezi. He knows everything about the royal family. And on the 60th anniversary of her coronation, we were in Switzerland on a family holiday with him. And he made us all stand up and listen to the coronation and, the national anthem of Britain is playing and all that. My kids are standing. I'm like, what are you doing? We threw the whole irony again of independence is lost.
If you want more interesting stories, the Queen, the Elizabeth II.
You won't say anything bad now, boss.
No, nothing. Not bad at all.
I don't want to go to Pondicherry.
She died barely, like, we were half an hour away from Balmoral Castle when the Queen
that's when
died.
you went to England?
Yeah. Imagine, like, the joke in our group was, bhai, इतने साल से जो नहीं हुआ, तुम लोग गए और तुमने मार दिया and all of that.
That's not a joke. That's a very mean thing to say about an old lady who was, 99? Right?
Yeah, 100.
98, 99. No, missed 100.
Yeah. So
we
were in the UK and then we were in Scotland and we were near like Loch Ness, like Inverness and all of that. And she was in Balmoral Castle, as we know. and which we could see from our Airbnb कि Queen वहाँ पे रह रही हैं. And then in the afternoon we are going to the town of Inverness, right? And there are rumors have begun कि the Queen has passed away, but they are not really making it public for reasons. And then we see ऐसा जेट वेट जा रहा है हमारे Airbnb में, हम ऐसा लॉन में कॉफी वॉफी पी रहे हैं, ऐसा जेट जा रहा है. We like maybe she's dead.
It's like living in Ghatkopar where the planes are overhead.
Planes are over. Yeah. It was the Ghatkopar of Scotland. Yeah. And then we go out, and of course Scotland has a very complicated relationship with the monarchy. So you could sense that. Like some shopkeepers were very tense. Ki, I don't know, did you guys see the news of the Queen? And some people are very like, yeah, whatever.
Let's not overdo it.
But in the evening we were sitting at this very nice bar and having those Scottish Highland whiskey, trying all of that. And then we suddenly see one lady right in front where our producer is.
She was alive?
She breaks down.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was like that Noori, one of those videos, this announcement has happened, the shopkeeper is crying, and then cut to, you see her coming towards you. I want India.
This person starts crying. And we are like, oh shit, something has happened, because she's looking at her phone and crying.
But could be personal also, no?
Yeah, so that's why we double checked. And double checked and realized the Queen is dead.
Double checked and you checked on your own. You didn't
all
ask her कि boss क्या हुआ?
Boss क्या हुआ तेरा?
कौन गया? बोल.
और in true Indian fashion, तेरा relative थी क्या?
Don't worry, don't worry. It will get better.
ऐसा समय बहुत बलवान है दोस्त. कुछ भी हो जाता है.
Wow.
और आत्मा है, शरीर तो जाती रहती है. Anyway.
Finish. I wanted to feel comfort.
ये शरीर तो.
Take your time.
Yeah, three of us have gone to that table.
एक ड्रिंक भी पिला दो बेचारी.
Yeah, हमारी शराब पी लीजिए.
1 minute.
Please.
How horrible, we're making fun of someone who passed away. But anyway, so then
we realized
it didn't happen immediately, the body in state and all that, no?
That really affected our tour. Because they had to
one day morning and all. I remember I have some vague
roads
memory.
block ho gaye the. And then the whole idea of this trip. Okay, this really makes this podcast cinematic, guys. Okay, the whole idea of this UK trip that I'm talking about. The whole idea.
Is to stand up?
No. The whole idea, the whole purpose of this UK trip was because I was supposed to go to Anfield for the first time in my life.
Correct.
Okay, this was Liverpool versus Wolverhampton, one match. My whole trip, Maanvi and I traveling together for the first time, like traveling abroad, fully excited कि हम पहली बार साथ में जा रहे हैं, UK जा रहे हैं. And she kept asking me कि क्या करना है इस ट्रिप पे. And I'm like, मुझे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, मैं लिवरपूल का मैच देख रहा हूँ. Everything else you can
Second time you're more relaxed with your wife, no? You can see immediately. Is she a fan?
No, but like साथ में. तो like लिवरपूल का मैच देखने जा रहा हूँ, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So then we go, all of this happens, the Queen dies. Next day we are supposed to go to Liverpool to watch the match. So we drive from Inverness to Liverpool.
Oh, the game was postponed.
The game was cancelled.
I remember. Everything, all sports was shut for 24 hours.
That one weekend.
Yeah.
One weekend in which
Didn't you feel that Indian karma? This only happens in India normally, you know. Some big like the IPL, we have this war going on. So the IPL, we don't know. At the moment, we don't know what's happening.
So that one weekend got cancelled, which had this match that I was supposed to watch, and I couldn't go to watch Liverpool.
Were you angry with the Queen?
No, we were just. The timing was so.
Did you think 48 hours more couldn't you?
इतने साल तक
it came to
थोड़ा
you.
कर लेते
ऐसा सोच था ना. You thought for a minute. 2 days. Hold on for 2 days. Yeah.
So it was. So we couldn't watch. I couldn't watch. Like I'd gone all the way to the UK and could not watch.
So what did your
Liverpool
wife say?
Play. And she was like, oh.
Maanvi, because you've been building. I mean, she's seen you in front of the TV and all that nonsense. So by then she must have been. Did she feel pain for you? Like
yes.
That's a very important point.
Yes. But she because I am also a big fan of the Beatles and Liverpool, the city. So Liverpool.
I should have married you.
Yeah.
Will you shave?
Yes.
Okay, done.
So Liverpool as a city meant to a lot.
You go to the cavern and all that?
Everything.
Yeah.
So when we entered the city of Liverpool, that September, the Queen died that September. We entered and I got fully emotional because for me, I don't want to make this a sob story, but from where we come from and all of that, the background.
One side is Mangal Pandey.
Yeah.
So where we come from, be careful. The setup is wrong. You've sold a very, very different thing here.
Yeah. From Mangal Pandey all the way to this, and I got like, oh my God, I'm in Liverpool. I can't believe. Originally, of course, I would have watched Liverpool play, but I at least did all the I went to the stadium.
When you watched the Brighton match, it was with Rahul Subramanian another time.
That was much later.
Oh, so you've gone many times to Anfield, Salah.
Now,
You're almost like a player.
no,
Every season is in Anfield.
That-
मैं तो वानखेड़े स्टेडियम के बाहर से देखता हूँ मैं. I don't even go in now.
Yeah.
Really?
So at least I did like Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields and Cavern and all of that.
Give me one Beatles song with a reference to the Queen in a sense.
To the
Since you're a
Queen.
quizzer,
Oh, it's that Abbey Road song, which is
Her Majesty is
Her
a pretty nice
Majesty
girl.
is-
Not
yeah,
bad, not
yeah.
bad, not bad, beta. I wish you were female. I wish you were a little younger and little more in shape. Because I'm a little, I'm shallow.
I'll work on this.
Oh no. We'll walk to Anfield together. We'll all be fine by the time we
Never
reach.
walk alone.
Wow. Excellent. Unbelievable. Don't. It's okay.
So from that to this, Liverpool was a great arc because I had gone once and I couldn't watch. And then I finally went to the stadium to watch a match and met Klopp.
So you've gone twice but watched only one game.
Yeah.
So you're like 2-1 at the moment. Obviously you'll go again now. Yeah. But about last word, I know it's become a whole Liverpool show. This slot has been amazing, no?
Unbelievable, right? Like because
And
Klopp
sort of
left
low
in-
profile also.
Yeah, we were all like, "Abhi to kuch nahi hone wala. Abhi kaun hai ye manager? We don't even know him. We had not heard of him. We were talking about Xabi Alonso
Yeah,
coming
all
to
the big
Liverpool.
names,
all
none of them came.
Yeah, all of that was happening. This guy comes. All of us, nobody has heard of him.
He had one with PSV or something. He had some small record.
He had, but again, Dutch league, again, not one of.
Yeah.
I mean, so we were like, okay, and then no signings through the summer, no big signings. Nothing. So you're like, bhai, pata nahi kya hoga.
No, what does that tell you? And again, I speak for all sport here, any sport. I think we spend too much money sometimes. It's not about that. A team has to click because the team has to click.
Yeah, I think if you work with what you have but work efficiently, what he did was he didn't change too many things. System was already in place. Beautifully done.
Champions League aside, I mean, if you look at the way they perform, they've been on the front foot from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's very rare. It's like West Indies dominance or Australian dominance in third of the century in cricket.
Yeah.
Just start to finish. And they killed the PL ka suspense by March.
Yeah.
It was over, which is very rare also that you're well ahead, 20 games left and you're well ahead and there's no coming back. They're only looking at second place.
Yeah.
You must have been so happy. Na?
So happy.
My son was thrilled. It's just
So
top of the moon.
Oh, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'll send you. I wanted to get something for your son.
Yeah.
I forgot to get. A friend of mine was in Anfield when we
Is
won
it a
the-
degree?
No.
Because that's what I sent him for.
No, just a souvenir from Anfield that day Liverpool won.
Sounds little
Yeah, it
vulgar.
is actually small.
It's a very Broacha-like object that you're showing.
It's the team.
इसे मेरे पास है.
The Broacha project.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
So gift. I'll send it to you.
See, bro, we'll run out of time, but we can talk a little bit. I want to talk cricket and I want to talk about your career. Which one do you want to talk about more?
Anything.
Huh?
Anything. Love both.
We'll end with your career. So let's talk little cricket.
Yes.
We've had these two big. While we record this, of course, yesterday Virat himself said, we don't know exactly the sequence of events. We'll come to that. But no more red ball cricket. So basically, white ball 50 over cricket is all he's going to play, which is 2027.
Yeah.
The rest don't matter. The odd series here and there. Will he last 2 full years? Another story. Rohit Sharma is the same thing. Now, my question to you is, you're going to England, where first you were thinking maybe these guys have reached the end of the thing. But you suddenly have a vacuum of two big guns, the experienced guns with very good records, both of them in England. He had one poor tour in 2014, but otherwise rectified it completely, Virat. So do you think it's a little dangerous now? Because experience is now 50% gone.
I think that's okay.
5 test series.
We've
In their
seen-
conditions, they don't even need Anderson. They have 30 county bowlers like Josh Tongue who are ready to bowl outside the off stump, hit that length and just, swing the ball.
Yeah. I think, see, as a fan, I'm okay. If you observe Indian Test cricket for the past few years, and my biggest example is the whole Gaba turnaround that we've had.
That was
That
unbelievable.
was a big example of how I think
No
as a
big
team,
names. They all
you
disappeared.
can. I mean, we don't want to. We all know. All cricket fans know the lineup that we had at Gaba in terms of experience. I think it's okay to give the mantle to the next generation. Completely fine. I am really looking forward to this. There might be, again, it's very Arne Slot. So there's a nice segue from there, right? You don't know what is going to
That's
happen.
a good metaphor if you want to call it that.
Big void, big people
Lesser
going.
known, punching above your weight sort of thing.
Punching above your weight. You really didn't expect Gill to become a captain so early. All of that. But I feel it's a nice, because we have enough pool.
Opening, you'll go with Sai Sudarshan with Jaiswal?
In Test cricket.
Yeah. That's the rumour. They want him.
Sai Sudarshan to
All format player. He's got a decent first class record. Not great, but decent. And he's a touch player. He plays orthodox shots, no?
he does. He's
You're looking at it
technically-
from that point of view. You don't want one of these blasters. Apparently, Sarfraz Khan apparently has just pissed off the management, so they don't want him.
Yeah.
So that's the question. Otherwise, you'll put Rahul in front. I would put him at 4.
Opening, you're saying, see, Yashasvi Jaiswal, great opener, of
100%,
course.
no question.
With him, I think right now we have bunch of good options actually
Who would you go with?
at the top. There is Sai Sudarshan, of course. You can experiment with KL Rahul. There are some other, even like somebody like Ruturaj Gaikwad, maybe in future, Devdutt Padikkal. I'm talking about people with like very classic cricket shots.
Yeah.
Maybe Gill.
Patidar is the name that's been put into
Yeah.
the mix. They haven't announced yet.
Why doesn't Gill open? Where does he come then?
Number 3, he won't change that position. I think Rahul also prefers 4 now once
4 now.
Virat vacates.
And the ball gets little. This thing.
That's a bit mean. He's my favorite. I don't say that.
No, I'm just saying.
No, but you need your experienced guys in the middle. A lot of people are expecting that you will lose 1 or 2 wickets to the new ball, whatever happens.
Yeah. So maybe Sudarshan and this one.
Right call, but for Virat and Rohit, from their point of view?
I think so.
Because they'll have to wait for India season, which is October, to play, I think, South Africa and
I
West
would have loved to see Virat play Test cricket for a little bit more.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I thought. I thought he'd do another season.
Yeah, I don't
full
see
season.
the point of just playing ODIs. I mean that.
And the context of the World Cup is 2027.
Well,
2 full years to go, yeah?
Yeah, that's the conversation right now is one ambition of getting one ODI World Cup. But ek to the charm of ODI World Cup definitely has gone down since we won in 2011.
Also, no, the problem is that we've got this hair weaving technique now. So as players get older, they get their hair done and they forget that they're getting older.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit of a problem. So you should not allow hair weaving. And all the cricketers do it.
Yeah.
All of them are bald.
Yeah.
Forget Indians. Australia, I think half the team has done it.
Yeah.
You just look like middle-aged bankers one day and, you'll be like, okay, guys, sorry, whatever. But then they come back and you're suddenly full shock of hair.
The thing that
I should do it.
humans generally go through is they don't accept age, right? Like
No.
the thing, like I saw this.
Some wear shorts in their 50s.
Yeah, that's crazy. People are not understanding. Guardian had this wonderful article where they said that there are research that proves that, especially once you cross 30, in your mind, you're always 10 years younger. So if you meet a 35-year-old person, in his mind, he's 25. That's how they behave, they talk, everything, okay? But in sports, it affects you the most because at 40, if you think I'm playing this shot, mentally you think ये तो जा रहा है stadium के बाहर. But you're caught at the boundary, right? We've seen it with, say, Dhoni, for example, in this IPL, where the shots are there. Like, if you see, like, but the strength, because age is real, bhai, you have to understand कि वो नहीं जा रहा है, वो boundary पे जा रहा है.
relative बात है इसमें ना. You're talking about 1%, 2% change in reflexes,
That's all.
speed, eyes. Like the other day, my wife threw a chappal at me. Normally, I catch it and I underarm it back between
Correct.
her legs and scare her.
Correct.
Without hitting her, because I don't touch women.
Correct.
In any way now.
Yeah.
But now I,
But
I
nahi
got,
आप हट पाए ना.
I don't know, my reflexes, I went like that and
Cyrus Gotcha, like that.
Yeah,
she
something
said.
like that. Yeah, she doesn't say how's that. She says fuck you, which is where she comes from. The way they say how's that.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Where do you go for your wedding honeymoon?
No, we didn't do as a honeymoon type.
Matlab?
We did a we did another UK trip. Sorry, we've been to UK too many
I
times.
understand you're from Noida, but you've not understood the concept here. You went for the honeymoon before the marriage.
I mean,
That's-
we didn't have a honeymoon.
that's against the
type
law.
ऐसा नहीं, nothing. शादी हुआ अपना काम पे लग गया
कहाँ
दोनों.
शादी नोएडा में, बैंगलोर
Bombay
में,
only.
बॉम्बे में, हाँ. And then उसके बाद you went back to work.
हाँ, both of us. We went to Delhi for a reception and then वापस आते ही अपना.
And no honeymoon.
Not honeymoon as such. Honeymoon.
You didn't go for a holiday, nice, like Bali or something.
No, nothing like that.
You still haven't gone.
No, we have gone to holidays since we
No,
got
you went
married.
for a failed holiday to England where the Queen died
The Queen died
because
then.
of you and
Yeah.
all that happened.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
So that counts, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. She watched the show and then maybe she'll want to discuss this.
So no, nothing like honeymoon type. We were very clear ki, and on the concept of honeymoon is also because I don't know.
Here's a question.
हाँ.
After marriage, does she still watch the quiz show, which brought her to you?
Quite often, not as she still watches it.
So nice to have supportive wife. No, my wife tells me I talk too much. I can't hear the other guests. You're such an idiot. I don't want to hear you. After 10 minutes makes no sense. That kind of thing. I wish. You think I should marry again? Maybe I'll go for a trip to London.
Yeah.
That's where all the action happens.
Penny Lane में.
I haven't been to Liverpool, Baba.
How can you?
खर्च एक चीज है ना खर्च.
अरे
Budget,
क्या है
budget.
खर्च यार?
I want to go, but
Beatle
I'm
fan
too
हो,
old,
आपको
I
जाना चाहिए
don't want to be. I'll be the old guy, sitting and singing the songs, outside the cavern like a
You should
beggar.
do. No.
Some Indian who's lost his
उधर
way.
एक ऐसा you'll find one statue of like Eleanor Rigby and वहाँ पे ऐसा.
Really?
बैठ के- Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
nice as a Liverpool fan.
But do they still like the Beatles, this generation?
No, not much.
I hate them.
Not
Let's spit again. I hate this generation. Anybody who doesn't know the Beatles, it just irritates me.
Yeah.
Two things that irritate me a lot of people don't like music,
Yeah.
older music. And the second thing I don't like is people don't like animals.
Yeah.
I just get really angry.
We should get married, Cyrus.
When I work
think.
out, I've now become very anti-female because I'm finding all the females don't have any maternal instinct towards dogs and cats.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, isko hatao, hey, cat. I mean, it's the ugliest woman who I should be saying, isko hatao. And I don't say that. Because the way we are brought up, not Mangal Pandey and all.
Yeah.
Some Broacha did something.
I couldn't even see. We went to Mangal Pandey's story for the name thing, no, and we never finished it.
You didn't. You told us. No, you didn't tell us. You told us that. See, like he's not married. So, वो descent का exact, वो mathematics का है. That's a little complicated.
Yeah.
But obviously, the brother or sister का side से somebody is.
Yeah. So till
the
my
Pandey surname is there. So I'm presuming male side.
Till my grandfather we had Pandey, and then my grandfather decided that we should not have surname,
Why?
etc. So again,
इतना lazy लोग.
couple of reasons.
Why have a surname? It's too much work here.
Yeah.
Saint, Elvis, no Presley.
Yeah. Michelangelo. That's
See, all the real great people are known by one name.
Yeah.
Elvis, Bappy. Bappy, you don't say Bappy. Lahiri, who says?
Yeah.
You don't need Amitabh, you don't have to say Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah.
Done.
Correct.
One name, that's it. Donald.
Cyrus.
Or Doland, depending on which language.
Yeah. Cyrus also in that sense is. Everyone knows Cyrus. बोलते हैं,
Right.
है ना? Guys, come on.
Surname is says.
Yeah. Surname is says.
Mandarin. Keeping up. I want to tell you one quick story about Klopp and get back to your career, which you're not telling me about.
Yeah.
And that is, while Beckham was in jail for tax evasion, for about 1.5 years he spent in jail, in proper jail in England. He had to do that sentence. The great Boris Becker for my generation, growing up, 3-time Wimbledon, for a 17-year-old champion, what a fantastic player. I felt really sad the end of it. Because in India, this is not crime. Unfortunately, wherever he was. Klopp is the only guy who kept visiting him.
Oh, really?
Everybody sort of turned their back. The moment you get caught, you know how it is in life.
Yeah.
He's on his way down and he's out, he's broke, and etc. And people sort of turned their back on him. Klopp was the one guy who kept visiting him and cheering him up.
Wow.
Seems like the Liverpool touch is,
Nice.
good character.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll never walk alone literally, in that
Wow,
sense.
that I didn't know.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, nice little. I love these stories about our heroes.
Yeah.
It makes them, really special beyond what they do in sport.
Yeah.
When you hear about it.
Absolutely. German. Very nice.
Well, not just the German thing.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's
I'm
also
trying to
empathy
see
for
how they
someone
know each
suffering.
other and all of that. But generally, nice.
No,
Very nice.
what a big name. If you just go back to the 90s, 80s and 90s, there's a request to talk about AIB, where you started. All India Benchod. Not Benchod. Sorry, what is the name? Bakchod. He's sweetly answering. I think Uncle has
Nice, we talk about music and pets and all. It was nice.
Now, I want to talk about what you're doing now, this Amazon series. You won't tell me, but tell me about the Bakchod.
All in AIB. Yeah.
That's where you started, sort of?
That's where we got popular. So,
Also like a school. It's almost a learning school.
Yeah. AIB was because Rahul and I had just started making sketches on YouTube. We had won India's YouTube Comedy Hunt and all. And again, one of those fan moments for me was I was a big fan of Ashish Shakya. I used to read all his articles on ST and all. And again, I was doing one of those days, I was in office working, DBS mein baith ke kaam kar raha hu. I got a call and it was very like, hi, this is Ashish Shakya. I'm like, what? Oh my God, big fan. So
You had to say full name, no? Not Ashish.
Yeah, just not Ashish. Yeah. So
Ashish
then
Shakya.
he
Clan.
Shakya
Shakya clan.
Yeah. So he called me for a small sketch.
Only we are
that
educated. They don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody knows.
The hell, yeah, really.
Hi
They
and all,
don't know
yeah,
Mangal
bye.
Pandey. They don't know Shakya clan. They don't know anything.
They don't love music.
I
I'm
cannot
like-
handle these people. Even the Queen
Kishore
died.
Kumar
They're asking
will
Queen
feel
कौन है? Sorry.
हाँ वो फ्रेडी मर्क्यूरी तो बहुत पहले मर गया.
वो भी याद नहीं. Second time.
ब्रायन में मर गया.
Ashish Shakya called you
Ashish
up.
Shakya called me up and then we did a small part in one sketch. But then I think the big sketches came after that. I did bunch of roles which are still very memorable. I did a thing called WhatsApp Kaka where there was a sketch where every guy was one was Instagram, one was WhatsApp, which was crazy. And then AIB Honest Campus Placement was a very big hit, so to speak, with Rahul, me and Naveen Polishetty as failure, average and overachiever. That became really, really popular. So these things happened at that stage of 2016, 17, and these were now considered OGs of whatever. But yeah, it was fun. What else to talk about? Like, it was great. It was, like you said, it was cool for all of us.
It's like a foundation, I'm saying.
A foundation.
Also, you're doing everything.
But yeah.
Literally doing everything. After some time, you're writing, contributing, acting, helping others, blah, blah, blah.
And
possibly even doing production at some level.
Yeah. And you see, like, all of these writers and interns and all, and everybody is doing something nowadays.
Who was the worst talent that you've ever seen in AIB?
Worst?
Yeah, the one you said, boss, nahi ho payega.
No, I really can't think. Like, I sound like one of those, like, but everybody was fantastic. Like, and
I heard Ashish was okay.
everybody brought their A game. But now, the thing which I want to talk about now is, I don't know how much you feel it, Cyrus, but now when I go to do these college shows, because I do a lot of stand-up in colleges, because my positioning is very engineering, MBA, engineering, MBA. I go there and they come to me and they're like, we grew up watching you. And I'm like, 1 second, what?
Bro, can you believe it?
You're like...
so their fathers grew up watching me. So, look at the streams of consciousness we have opened here.
Because I never... I don't know the concept of time or the time warp or whatever you call it. So I was
you've been on for 15 years, 12, 15 years now.
You don't realize. And I'm like, grew up watching... And then like, हम स्कूल में थे AIB ऑनेस्ट कैंपस में आपको देखा था. And then you realize, मतलब 2017, this kid would have been in school only. Now he's in college. And I'm like, भाई इतना time हो गया क्या? Shit, what is happening?
That's my philosophy about this. Yeah. Anybody who's nice, just take it.
Yeah.
Don't try to analyze it because it's pointed because they're actually nice.
Yeah.
And the reason they're nice is because in some way you made their day better or their father's day better, whatever it is. We should just accept it. There's plenty who won't say nice things.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, just say.
Yeah, I fully take it.
For the last 10 years, I've been listening to the father telling the baby, a 2-3-year-old kid, you know who your uncle is? And the kid is going. And then Googling and showing, see, and the kid looking and still not impressed, And then we have to take photos and I have to hold the kid who hates me and now I hate him also. So we hate each other. I'm holding him and the father's the only one who's happy. And on the drive back, the kid will be saying, Dad, never again. Okay, this was a very bad experience for me. Yeah.
So these, I completely agree. I have these inner monologues.
But it's good vibes. It's good karma. So you should let it be.
So, but that concept of being called OG and all is very like, in my mind, abhi to chalu kiya yaar, abhi to.
But बहुत fast है अभी आजकल भाई. In 5 years you're OG.
In 5 years you're OG. That's what I said.
Is there,
In 5 years you're like
and
OG.
It's not just comedy. It's the everything. In engineering, in IT, in everywhere you go.
You're like, bhai, tu OG ho yaar.
Even the Prime Minister's term is 5 years. But you can apply again.
You can.
Would you like to take it forward?
The Prime Minister?
No, I'm just asking you whatever you want.
One day,
it's your
sure.
KV, you be as calm.
One day.
Huh?
I would love...
You will make great material. See, because I know how intelligent you really are.
Yeah.
And sensitive. You need all this. You need compassion, sensitivity, intelligence, empathy. You need all these things to come together. Honor, some sense of honor. And you have all that. The only thing is you're very short.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you can't put a patla for, the padyatras and all, आ गया मंत्री आ गया, कहाँ है? Patla लाओ बैठो! Patla, खड़े हो जा, अब बात कर.
Rally कर रहे.
But your hands are up here,
Hands are also so small.
Small hands. But what a voice, OG है वो, आवाज तो सुना है.
Oh, but one day.
Don't wait.
Because you know what? I was born on 19th November, which is the same birthday as Indira Gandhi. Oops. And I was born couple of years after she died. So when I was born, ऐसा माहौल था घर में कि इंदिरा गांधी का अवतार reincarnation. So I've grown up with this fact कि एक दिन तो मैं इंदिरा गांधी की तरह प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो बनूंगा.
Talk about fluidity, but and transition
from Mangal Pandey to Indira Gandhi.
I know. I didn't want
that should be the title of this video.
Now you're really being controversial. It was all good till then. Yeah. Wow.
No, I will. So I grew up with this fascination कि भाई 19 November Indira Gandhi मुझे बनना है. I am fascinated with Indira Gandhi, her life, her work. She as a leader.
You felt Kangana Ranaut made a good Indira Gandhi?
I didn't watch the movie.
Why?
No, I can't.
You felt it would not do justice?
Maybe. Sometimes
Shouldn't you have given it a chance? See, if I had that attitude to porn, I would never have watched midgets making love. But I was open. And today, how much happiness I get.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And I watch on my phone, so it's even smaller. What are you doing with this conversation, yaar? Save us.
How are you not marrying me? You're giving me all the sides, Cyrus. You're watching midget porn.
So many times I met men, I'm thinking if they were women, what fun we'd have had. You'd have been a great couple. I'm telling you right now.
I'm sure.
Football, cricket, dogs.
Football, cricket, music.
Humor is also very similar and everything.
Humor.
You don't get angry.
Yeah,
so I can say what I want, you say what I want. Anger. And all. My wife, the boss, there's only anger, lot of anger or super anger. That's the only 3 options I have here. It's like I don't have a 4th option. I mean, there'll be death at some point, I guess, which I'll take happily. you know.
So one day I'll be the Prime Minister of India.
Has your wife ever, when you say good morning, say what's so good about the morning?
Never.
No,
Thank
abhi tak
God.
nahi, abhi tak nahi.
One thing I
Early
really...
days.
No. I don't know.
You're too
whether it'll
optimistic,
change.
boss.
But like, she's great at good mornings and good nights.
Really?
Always excited.
She says it in the middle of the day also for no reason. Good morning.
Yeah. Very
Teen
excited
baj gaya.
about life. I love her joy word.
Oh, she's got a happy disposition.
Very happy. This thinking. Good morning is very like, come on.
Yeah.
I like it.
She's never sad?
I mean, she is sometimes, but otherwise, like her joy for life is
Good
way
energy.
more than I am.
Good energy.
Good
Let
energy.
me not
I
bring
like
down the couple. I hate
Yeah.
them. Happy all the time. I hate these guys.
Yeah.
How much more can I take? All right, very quickly, in 2 minutes, can you tell us about your career? Because that's why we
Career,
called
I am doing I started this by saying doing a bunch of things. So quizzing is taking a lot of my.
you. And quizzing has become
time.
iconic.
I hope
So you
so.
should never leave that.
I
You
hope
can give
so.
it breaks, but you should.
We
that
just
should be there.
finished our first ever visual quiz
Call
edition.
Kunal, na? Kunal
Oh,
Kiwi.
I should
You must
call
know,
you.
he's very
and
bad.
Kunal.
I'm very good. He's very bad at quizzes. And he does a lot of acting. No? But you discussed that acting.
Correct,
so
correct.
you ask me a question, I'll be Kunal. Ask me any quiz question.
Oh, any quiz question?
A real question. Go ahead.
Who was the first cricketer to be dismissed by Third Empire?
Sorry? Just say it again.
So basically, run out early 90s Third Empire thing came, which was the first.
Then I would
batsman.
prompt Sachin Tendulkar from behind because I'm brilliant and I'm right.
Yeah.
But what? Sachin? Tendulkar. That's.
Yeah.
It'll be great fun for you to have a guy beyond moronic
Yeah.
on the show. Get the most stupid comedians you know. Get two of them. We get Kunal, and you, me, and your wife will just watch the outtakes later.
Yeah.
It'll be so much fun. He'll be sweating a lot. And when he asks sports questions, he has no idea.
What are his strengths? The food?
I think there's a lot of
F&B?
pomposity in the food also.
British royalty.
I know and I presume. And
Yeah.
Once we had this amazing thing where, what was it? He came up with some South American dish. Okay, and I can't remember the exact name, but he turned around and he told my daughter Maya, you must try this dish. It's called something. Let's say it's called Samavolaba or whatever. And then he Googled it. And he said, see, it says here clearly, footballer from Barcelona. No idea. He lies a lot.
Yeah,
But he's a great guy and he's very fond of you.
Yeah.
And I think you'll have a great show together. You with the quiz and him as the quizzy.
Yeah.
I see you looked at your watch twice, which tells me body language-wise you've had enough.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't hurt me.
No.
Now you looked at it. I mean that's
No,
so rude.
nothing.
Now twice. You're double checking. Itna late ho gaya.
The wall clock also. No. So career-wise quizzes.
You didn't finish, after quizzes?
Quizzes we are doing. We just did an quizzing with comedians, which is a fully visual questions. Ka whole tournament. It should be out on YouTube soon. I'm doing quizzing in person in different cities. We're coming to Bangalore very soon. So that is on quizzing. In terms of acting, the last thing I did was something called Khalbali Records that came out on Geo last year. In terms of stand-up, bunch of college shows, and then bunch of things on YouTube. Life is good. Enjoying.
Excellent. But when will you be on Piers Morgan?
That's
the label I want.
I would love to be on Piers Morgan.
Yeah. What will he call us for? But
Yeah, that's
Mangal
also
Pandey,
true.
you can actually
Talk
call
about
revolutions.
revolution, reparation.
Actually, in any political thing, there's always a segue from how India was sort of. That's one of the giants of India, the modern India. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, Tharoor and I will talk about.
Yeah, but call him
Represent
Shashi,
India.
please. This
Shashi,
Tharoor is
me,
not your class
Cyrus.
fellow, and that you can just use surname. Hey, Kapadia Sharma, hum log teen
Hey,
hai.
Shashi and I go way
Shashi.
back. So
Dr. Shashi.
Dr. Shashi
Yeah,
Tharoor.
all right.
three of us can go to
Who's
Piers.
three? The other Kunal?
You.
I don't want to do this, yeah. This Piers guy.
Some Zoroastrianism, history, and all of that. You will bring.
Now you
something.
want to be keeping religion into it. I had avoided
Yeah, why
religion
not?
completely.
This is how the panels are done nowadays. It seems.
Okay. It crosses all kinds
Yeah,
of lines.
it crosses
Is
a
it?
little bit like South Indian, North Indian.
So as we end the final question, which she keeps saying cut for some reason, the one female we have on the show, and this is why I'm against it. No, the show, not the female, is in the Samay Raina Ranveer Alabadia controversy. What did you feel? What was your inner thoughts? पेंचर क्विज करता हाँ जवाब नहीं है अरे fucking hypocrite nonsense यार कुछ तो बोलो make sounds like an animal
I'll do what Kunal Vijayakar does
Yeah,
on quizzes. क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Freedom of expression. Yeah. Culture.
No, you've got to have the eyes. Yeah. This whole, yeah. Exactly. It's almost like he's passing wind. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead.
Nothing I have. I really.
It's fine, Baba. It's fine. It's just, you know, our shows are silly. You don't answer anything. Yeah. But
What?
please come back and do the AMA with us, and that'll be more fun
Yeah.
than this because we'll have a structure.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. For 5 minutes, we'll have a structure. Then it'll be like this.
Yeah.
Liverpool, KB,
Yeah.
the original Kumar Varun.
What?
Kumar Varun.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the name?
No.
The original, I said.
Great name.
Because there's the other KV and all of you. You've now taken the name.
Yeah.
So you are the original.
Yes.
Stop agreeing with me. I feel like I'm a terrorist and I'm holding you at ransom or something.
Great name. I agree. There's a vibe. There's something.
What was your option? Have you ever asked your parents instead of Kumar?
No.
Because the Mangal Pandey lineage and all.
No, it was my father is called Arun. My uncle was Tarun. So
Tarun makes sense. Kumar is very.
Tarun Varun. So then they just flipped
they
the
turned
name.
it around.
Turned it around.
Somebody did a headstand. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Arun Tarun.
So your
Varun.
real name is Varun Kumar.
Yeah, sort of. It's very. That's what.
Let's
we were
start
going-
all over again. I got the wrong guy.
So
And welcome to the show. This is Varun Kumar.
the name thing was is little complicated. So
It's not little complicated.
It
It's
is.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thank God you did a double MBA and all that
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, just to
Yeah.
clean up your act.
but if I told you about Indira Gandhi fascination.
Ah.
One of my father's biggest high in life is that Sanjay Gandhi and him have the same, like their sons are called the same Varun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Varun.
it's like, bhai,
It's also a mixed name because a Persian name as well.
yeah,
So you can go across all kinds of religions here.
yeah,
Everyone can accept Varun.
yeah. Varun.
Kumar not so much. That's like a title.
Kumar is number 42 and all of that. Varun is very like Vedic god name. Zoroastrianism has reference of Varun. Persian, Indian.
Fantastic. Bored. Had enough.
Yeah.
Thanks, KV.
Thank you guys.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please. तमीज से बात करना है ना, important people यार.